Hello. In this tutorial, what you're going to learn how to do is how to use a basic sort function and also how to use a basic formula to find the sum or difference of different cell values. And in this example, we're looking at some map test data from fall to spring from a few years ago. We also have a tab at the bottom that says just fall data as well. And so if your school is really trying to make strides for using data to kind of assess student learning and kind of hone in on certain individuals, this is a really good skill to have. So I'm first going to start with the sort data, because in the fall, as you guys are looking at map test data, this is where you might want to start. So this is a spreadsheet, and you could download a CSV file and insert it into a sheet, and we have our names, RIT scores, and stuff like that. And right now, just organized alphabetically, but it doesn't really tell us a whole lot. So what else could we do? It'd be really nice to organize this by percentile or by RIT range. So by percentile, and with map test data, percentile goes to 99. If you're in the 99th percentile, it means you're the top like 1% of students in that area. And if you're at the 50th percentile, that means actually you're on average. But let's say we want to organize this by percentile. So we click on the header right here, and we go to data, and we go to sort data. And I'm going to go to Z to A. It means we're going to have the highest values at the top. If we did A to Z, the smallest values would be at the top. But I'm going to go Z to A, and you can see already it's automatically changed that, and it's reorganized that accordingly. This is also nice. A feature that I learned a while back is called stop highlighting, where you use like different colors to hone in on certain individuals. And ones at the lower end you might want to be more concerned, but there's still a lot of students here closer at the 50th percentile, which is pretty good. But you as the district or school might decide that anyone under the 50th percentile is an area that you might want to touch base with a little more frequently. So, these students you might want to say put in like red, whereas students in like the 90th percentile are doing very well. So these students, so it'd be anybody in this cell here. So this would be this person here, and up to here, we might kind of say they're at grade level, whereas maybe the students just above that are a little bit, actually I'm going to change that to just yellow. And the students above that, maybe the 90th percentile, could benefit from some extension or accelerated activities. So in a real quick tutorial, we've just shown how to sort data by percentile. You could also sort it by RIT scores, but with that we've sorted data into groups. We've also just kind of highlighted how you could say provide some students some certain accelerated activities, and also what are the students that maybe you want to kind of hone in on. So that is an introduction to how to sort data on Google Spreadsheets. Welcome back. In this tutorial, we're going to look at how you can use a basic formula function to add or collate data in multiple cells. And when you go into Google Sheets, if you look over where the sum e sign is, there actually is like some basic sort of functions that you can use this to highlight cells and perform the sum or average or count or whatever over here. But a real basic one is just using a equal sign and plus or minus. So I have here some students' data from fall to spring, and I want to show their growth points and their RIT scores from fall to spring. So I'm going to put this right here, but I'm going to do it automatically, so I don't have to do it manually. So we see over here, this is in cell B3, and the fall is in cell B2. So I'm just going to go over here, equals, and then I'm going to cap it off with left parentheses. I'm going to say B3 minus B2. So to do that, that automatically pops over. With percentile growth, also we see the same thing, except those is over in cells E3 and E2. We'll go equals cells E3 minus E2, and there you go. And rather than do this manually for all these cells, you can just grab this and pull this down. The downside about this is that you are going to have to delete some of the values that are not included, such as that. But this is how you can use some basic formulas to find how much students grew, what percentile they're in their peers, just using a basic equal function.